Hello, hello. Hi. Let's get going. Let's get started. Okay. And welcome. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. This is an opportunity for the podcast where we discuss topics surrounding the education of holistic health and your mindset, as well as encouragement. I am Coach Yvette with Walking in Wellness, and I am here to help you to live healthy and encourage you to age naturally. So joining today, whether you have been on your wellness journey for a long time, making strides, or if you are on a weight loss journey, or you just want to improve your overall health, you are in the right spot. And so today we are going to be talking about aging. Now, last week, if you happen to have missed the podcast, then that was about vitamin D and sun safety. And you can catch that episode in my reels, as well as I created an actual safety guide for sun rules vitamin D information. And you can get that free at the link in my bio. So you can check that out just to give us, we're coming up on summer, so that we are safe and protected out there getting our vitamin D. And this week, the topic is stay young into your 50s. And so aging well, anti-aging tips, embracing the holistic practices for a vibrant and youthful future. So as we are saying hello to these birthdays, which I had one this month, and each year that goes by, different things that are changing, we want to make sure that we are still taking care of ourselves and aging well and aging naturally. One of the things, this is going to be about my personal journey for me trying to maintain good health and youthful appearance and well into my 50s, and then just these strategies that I use and the habits that I use in my daily routine. And these routine ideas can be incorporated into anyone's, daily routine, whether they're younger, middle, or older. So at any age, this will support you healthy aging inside and out. And so we will get started with the importance of your mind shift. And some of that is, before we take action on something, we have to understand how our mind is perceiving it and dealing with it, because once we get it here, then we'll get it here, and then we'll implement it and put it into action. We do that repetitively, that becomes a habit, and then that becomes our routine or our lifestyle. And before you know it, it's just like breathing air. It's second nature, and you don't have to work as hard at it. So we're going to start with the first part of getting it in our mind. Then it's embedded in our heart. We implement those actions and they become habits. But the emphasis is that the power of food as medicine. It is so important that we understand that our body has an innate ability to heal itself. And then when we are supporting it with these type of actions, that holistic approach is going to give us the potential to reverse aging as well as illness. And that is the optimal goal. You think about, if I have another 20 or more years, what quality of life do I want to live during that time? And you want it to be the best. So keeping in mind that nutrition is at the root of this, and that is topic number 1. So nutrient dense diet. So things that are nutrient dense, the definition of that is you're eating foods that are going to be high in vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And as you're ingesting these things that are, packed with all that good stuff, you are going to in return get that in your body. And the more nutrient dense your diet is, then the better benefit you're getting out of the food that you're eating. If you're eating something that's prepackaged and you can't even explain 90% of the ingredients that are on there, you have to understand that your body is not going to be able to not only process that properly, but it's not going to be able to reap any benefits from it, because there are no nutrients they can pull from that food to fuel your body or to fuel your organs. And when something's not operating properly, or it's not getting what it needs to operate properly, that is going to show forth. And so we want to make sure that it's crucial that our diet is maintaining the balance that is going to give us the best nutrient dense diet. And this is going to help us to support any cellular repair, as well as boosting our immune system. It can reduce inflammation, the things that we're eating. It can promote overall health. And when we prioritize something like a plant-based diet, even if it's just for a short time frame, that is going to kind of hit the reset button on our body, give it the nutrients that it needs so that it can kind of fall in line with the things that it needs to do to work better for us. With good food, that can aid your proper digestion, as well as to make sure that you're eliminating properly. You think of the process of elimination, going to the bathroom, that is getting toxins out of your body. So if your body is not doing that on a regular basis, or it's not doing it, I guess I want to say full-fledged, or you're really not truly cleaning, then those toxins are left in your body. All of that is left in your body until you can expel it some way. And until that happens, it's setting in your body. It can, in a sense, affect your cells, affect your organs, and all of this on the inside will show forth on the outside. So again, we are trying to age well and age naturally, and these are things that will increase that aging process. So it will speed it along and show deterioration in us because we are not treating our vessel as well as we could. And so that is something to keep in mind. Eating the good foods that you need to incorporate anti-inflammatory, give you the best digestion, as well as giving you the good fats that you need. So some examples of the things that are anti-inflammatory are turmeric, ginger. Some of the good fats that you need are the omega-3 fatty acids. And some of the things that will aid you in digestion are your leafy greens, raw vegetables, raw fruits. Those are very high in fiber, and so that is going to help you to move things along. And when you're doing that, as well as staying hydrated and drinking enough water, I like to say a minimum of maybe 6 to 7 glasses of water a day. Like one in the morning, one before bed, in between meals, and then with your meals. That can give you enough hydration so that as you're eating the fiber, you're eating the good foods, and you're staying hydrated, that will keep things moving along. Previously, we spoke about gut health and understanding how what goes on in our gut has a large part to play on the things that are in our body and how it affects our other cells. And so it's important that we are eating good, staying hydrated, and it's going to help those 3 factors of anti-inflammatory, which can affect our cells, and also at the root of some diseases and illnesses, as well as things that would stop digestion, and things that would prevent us from actually getting in the good fatty acids, omega-3s that we need. So those are the three things that we're going to be looking at when we're looking to get good food in. I also want to make sure that I mention one of the things when you're thinking about a youthful appearance, bright eyes, bright smile. Some of these things deteriorate over time. Our eyes start to look a little dull and glassy, and so the key vitamin that helps that is vitamin A. And vitamin A is found in colors with foods with rich colors, like carrots, beets, as well as red cabbage. Those three are very high in vitamin A, so that will promote great eye health as well as bright eyes. And again, just from the inside out, that health shining from the inside out to keep youthfulness and vibrancy within us. One of the other things, that's everything for our food and our nutrition, things that are nutrient dense and things that are helping our body to perform properly. So the vegetables, the fruits, whole grains, nuts, and then as I mentioned, the vegetables and fruits in high colors for the vitamin A. Staying hydrated. Those are our food items that we're going to work on to maintain youthfulness. The second topic, or the second bullet point for youthfulness, is regular exercise. So again, our movement, our nutrition, our movement, and our hydration. Those are like our flagships to making sure those three things are taken care of for just a healthy body. But regular exercise is very important. And engaging in this regular exercise is crucial to not only keep circulation and keep your heart rate up, help you to burn calories, but then even keeping your mind going. You know, when that circulation in the blood is flowing, it goes from top to bottom. And so just that surge of energy that is going to help your mind, clarity of mind, help your cardiovascular system. It engages your muscles and helps your muscles. And then the mobility and flexibility that you're going to get as you are working out, and you're gaining more balance. You're gaining more flexibility from stretching. You're gaining strength from dealing with either body exercises, body weight exercises, or freehand weights, kettlebells, even resistance bands. They can give you a degree of where you have the resistance, and so you have the feel that you are lifting a weight, and that is going to give your muscles a bigger workout than if you're just doing nothing in your hands at all. So those are just some resources and tools that you can use for your workout. But the key thing is regular. It has to be consistent, and it has to be a day-to-day thing. Even if out of the 5 days of the week, 5 work days of the week, you want to do it 2 to 3, keeping that consistency along each week is going to put you in a position where you're gaining strength and you're gaining mobility. Therefore, you can incorporate more days. Maybe you start off at 2 and then you work your way to 3. But doing this each day, making it part of your regular habit, that is what is going to aid you in anti-aging, as well as reversing aging and reversal of illness. Exercise, it helps to improve so many areas of your life, as well as even your mood. Just the hormones that are released when you are actively working out your body are essential for its well-being. One of the problems with weight gain can be cortisol. Too much cortisol being built up in your body, and the act of actually exercising, even if it's not overexertion and extremely strenuous exercise, just that consistency of the 15 to 20 minutes a day, even walking at a moderate pace, that is going to help your body to keep those levels low of cortisol, which is going to help to keep your weight down, and therefore keeping your cells in check. They're not getting inflamed, they're not getting irritated, and reversing aging and reversing illness, at least staving off the effects, the ill effects of that. So it's really important to just make sure that you have regular exercise in your day-to-day routine. The last bullet point I have for a youthful appearance and making sure that you're doing the foundational things to stay young into your 50s as well as any age is stress management and mindfulness. Remember at the top of the podcast, I mentioned our mind, our mindset, starting with our mind, and then we get that habit imprinted in our heart. It becomes an action that we implement. We do that consistently. It's a habit, and then it's our lifestyle. And that is the formula to make sure that it's something that we can have longevity with and we can continue to do it, rather than it's just something you do for a couple weeks or a couple of months, and then you find yourself right back in the same boat and you're trying to figure out, how can I reset or how can I begin again? Just taking these small steps consistently through time is going to give you that lifestyle of healthiness that you're trying to achieve, so that when a decade goes by and you're looking at the strides that you've made, you can be proud about that and you can be happy about that, that yes, I did it. I stuck with it little by little, and I'm meeting these goals that I have set for myself. So the third bullet point, management of stress and mindfulness, because one of the it's such a small thing that we get used to, but it has such a huge impact, is chronic stress. We become accustomed to operating even though we are under high stress. And even though we may feel like we're managing it and I'm still pushing through, I'm still getting things done, it can have an effect on your body. It can have an aging effect on your body. It can have an aging effect on your cells. It can affect your sleep. When your sleep is affected, that affects how your body performs, and at the cellular level, how things are growing and developing, actually even deforming at some point, which is where illness can come in. So chronic stress accelerates the aging process. It contributes to a various of illnesses and health conditions. It's very important to reduce our stress levels. And there are some small things that we can do. There are bigger things that we can do, and they can even overlap. But we need to be in the mindset of paying attention to and listening to our bodies when we are in that mode of, okay, I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I feel like I'm dealing with stress. You're getting headaches. Hydration can help with some of this, as well as taking a moment to breathe, to walk. If you enjoy meditating or yoga, these are all things that you can do that will pull your attention inward so that you can calm yourself and kind of step away from whatever that thing is that is overwhelming you and stressing you. But a mindset of positivity, practicing gratitude, these are all very small steps that we can take to help us improve our life as we are dealing with ongoing or repetitive actions that could be stressful for us. Always lean into your support system, whoever that is. If it's family, friends, whoever it is that puts a smile on your face, lean into that and hang out with them, call them, and spend some time with them, because those are things that definitely on a chemical level, our body chemical level will increase the good hormones and decrease the bad hormones, so that we can feel better about whatever the situation is until we can deal with it. But a mindset of positivity and joy, and practicing gratitude, leaning into your support system, these are ways that we can help to work on our stress and be mindful about how it's affecting us. Those connections can give you balance. Smiles and laughter, those are free, but they pay off big dividends for your health and your youthfulness. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about reducing stress and being mindful. So the 3 bullet points we have for staying young into your 50s, well into your 50s, things that you can incorporate into your daily routine at any age: nutrient-dense foods, and taking those with hydration, regular exercise, and stress management and mindfulness. Now I'll get into a couple of things that are more aesthetic. Those three that I went over previously are truly going to help you so that your health on the inside will show on the outside. But there are some things that we do topically or that we do externally so that we can deal with youthfulness as well. And your skin, head to toe, it's the biggest organ of your body, and so you want your health to show through. And when you're eating properly, you're staying hydrated, those things are going to help you. You're getting in your movement and your circulation, blood flow properly to all areas, keeping everything nice and mobile. Those are going to show through. But then also, here are a few things that I do on a day-to-day basis that can possibly help you to actually just stay a little more youthful looking. And this is a couple tips that I have that I do. One thing, wearing sunscreen when you go out, even if it's winter, even if it's a cloudy day, even if it is raining, the UV rays that are coming from the sun, they're there, whether it's a sunny day or not. And so protecting your skin that way. Wearing sunscreen when you're out. I actually wash my face twice a day. Sometimes people may wash it in the morning, and by the end of the day, you kind of forget about it, you fall asleep, and you may go to bed with either makeup on your face or just the day. The day you're out in the elements, they're just pollutants and things that we deal with on a daily basis. So taking time to take off the day. I always remove any makeup first before washing my face so that I don't have to be harsh with my face or like really scrub it. So makeup remover, they have tons of them on the market. Just that in a little cotton swab or tissue, and getting any makeup off first and then washing it. I do not use a lot of harsh facial cleansers or things that are scrubs often. I would say maybe couple times a month is all you should really need to exfoliate. We do produce new cells every single day, but if you're cleansing your face, you should not have that large amount that needs to actually be kind of scraped off and exfoliated every single day. That's kind of harsh. You want to be gentle with your skin, especially from the neck up. So your neck as well as your décollage, I don't know how to say that, but making sure that you're from here up, you are being gentle with it. And then another thing is a bright smile. We already spoke about the bright eyes. So eating those foods that are high in vitamin A are going to give you bright eyes, which is a trait of just when we were younger. We had that in our appearance. And then a brighter smile. I actually use a tooth powder that is made from myrrh and clove, and it's just a little powder. It's not an actual traditional toothpaste with some of the chemically kind of bad things in it, and it does promote tooth health as well as gum health, freshen your breath, clean everything, and it brightens your smile. Another thing I have found out over the years is when you're getting older, your eyebrows tend to thin out a bit. And so you will definitely pluck them less, leaving more of the hair there, a little thicker brow. That is something that aids in a more youthful appearance, not the very thin, over-plucked eyebrows if you can. I know sometimes they're just too thin, and so you may be using a little bit of makeup to draw them in, and that's perfectly fine. But a thicker brow aids to a more youthful eye there. And actually some of the other tips that I have compiled them in a guide, and there are over 55 different, because I turned 55, so there are 55 different anti-aging tips, and that is available in a birthday bundle that I put together. So it has multiple resources within it, kind of like a one-stop shop for anti-aging, nutrition, working out, meal planning, all the above. That's kind of encompassed in this birthday bundle. And so if you click the link in my bio, you can check that out. But some of the things that I do on a daily basis outside of how I'm eating and how I'm treating my skin, and cutting back on or eliminating the bad things. That would be the last component of things that I do. Not smoking. Smoking robs your skin of its collagen and moisture. Alcohol is another culprit of that, so cutting back on alcoholic beverages, as well as soda pop. Those type of things are high in calories. It's like if I put them on a scale, the scale of the benefits they have is very low opposed to the scale of the things that are detrimental. So just know that if I'm going to trade off and I want to have that Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, Coke, Pepsi, whatever it is, there's a trade-off. You are giving something up for that. And nothing really tastes as good as being healthy feels. We eat to live, not live to eat. And so making these small concessions, there's a much bigger payoff for it, for us, and for the quality of our life. So it's important to do that. I want to make sure that all of these things that I'm speaking about, that it's understood, it is to promote longevity and vitality so that you can have a better quality of life, as well as if we're going to be here another 10 years, 20 years, 30, however many more it is, how do you want to spend that time? I want to spend that time doing my best and living my best. I don't want to be bogged down with illnesses, too much weight, making it harder for me to kind of walk in whatever the purpose is that we have set for us. And so it's really about quality of life and being healthy. When those things are taken care of, when I am focusing on my health and purpose, all of that is going to shine forth, and the youthful appearance, our inner beauty, all of that is going to be evident because we are doing what we should be for the vessel that we were given, being that good steward. So I want to just make sure that I always emphasize it is health, it is health, it is health. I can touch on aesthetics, I can touch on exercise routines and different movements to transform and shape our body. Those things are great, those things are nice, but it is truly about health. It is about when you wake up, you can spring out of bed with energy, knowing that you feel good. Nothing's aching, hurting, or bothering you. If you have to go on a long walk, or you have to chase your kids or your grandkids or whatever it is, you can do it without issue. You can take on whatever challenge is coming toward you and know that I don't have to, go through a laundry list of reasons why I can't do this, or what problems I'm going to have with it. You can just go forth and you can just do it. There is a freedom. There is a blessing in that health. And that is what I want to share with you. And so I definitely have taken time to compile information that I have either lived and walked out over more than 14 years, and created these resources and these guides that are available to you to help you either get started or improve the journey that you're on, or just find some reminders and encouragement of things that you may already be doing. But if you click the link in my bio, you'll find that I do have that birthday bundle, which has over 5 different resources, over 80 pages of information, as well as free guides that are there, and then some other smaller instructional guides that will be of use to you. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and if you find value in what I'm doing, please remember to follow, share, like, comment, and DM me with your questions that you may have, or your tips that you may have that I didn't share. And I want you to just continue to walk in wellness. Thank you guys for joining. Have a great day. Keep walking in wellness. God bless.